everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm going to be playing around with my Modelones colours again. I've picked out some really nice spring colours, and this one on the end, Mirandy Pink, is one of my newer colours. This is from the Traveller collection which they sent me. I'll have to do a swatch video of that for you as well, just in case anyone wants to see what colours are in it. In fact, I'll have to do a set with them, won't I? And then you can see it all. The glitter I'm using today is from Nail Sugar, of course, and it's Diamond Dust, which is this really beautiful iridescent fine glitter. I absolutely love this one. This is one of my staples. And this is a mould from Modelones. They kindly sent me this as well. They have got some other ones as well, but I wanted this florally shape because I wanted to do well, I just thought the flowers would be ideal for this time of year. This is the Mirandy Pink. I thought it was a little bit pinker. I still absolutely love it. It's a really gorgeous, I don't know, would you call it a muted pink? I don't know, but it's a really lovely creamy gel polish. This is gonna be the base colour for all the nails. This nail I do put 2 coats on, but all the other nails I just put 1 coat on because it literally didn't need any more. Look at the coverage, that is 1 coat. So I did go a little bit over the top here with the second coat. I put too much on. So I do try and go over it and just get off some of that excess. I don't know what possessed me to go a little bit mad there. We all go a little bit mad sometimes. So these cure in an LED lamp for 30 seconds. So nice and quick. I'm using this is from, I'm sure this was from Nail Sugar, this glitter brush. I'm just wiping it off on my paper towel to make sure there's no other glitter in it, because I literally just want this diamond dust on the nail. I'm going to scoop this up and pop this on the tacky layer. Mirandy Pink has got a really nice tacky layer, so we don't need to add any base coat. And I'm going to scoop it on and brush it down, and you can see we just get this really gorgeous, almost icy look, but icy kind of crystally look. I don't know, maybe that's not the right way to describe it, but whatever it is, it's bloody gorgeous and I love it so much. There we go. I am going to brush off any excess with my dusty brush, and then I will just swipe down the sides with my finger and just pat on, just to make sure there's no little bits poking out the side. It just saves me having to buff down the sides because I'm a lazy bugger. So we're going to top coat and get that mandatory hair off the nail. Pop that in the lamp to cure. Then I'm going to take my mould. I absolutely love this. I am probably going to use this a lot. Some of you might be thinking you put acrylic in it, but I'm going to put gel polish in it. And the colours I've got are from Modelones, obviously, and I'm using 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the most gorgeous pastel-y yellow. Oh, I love it so much. I love yellows at the moment. Mint, this is one that I used yesterday, I think. Can't get enough of this colour. Isn't that the most, oh, I just love these colours so much. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, I've used this before again because I love it very much. It's a really nice lilac-y purple. I just wanted really bright spring colours, which is why I chose these. And then the last one is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So a lot of these are from the Temperature collection, as you can tell by the names. So that's just, I just wanted a bright blue, a nice blue. There we go. So with the mould, all you're going to do is plop quite carefully some of the gel polish into the mould. You kind of want to keep it pretty neat. I'll show you why in a minute. Well, once it's cured, I'll show you why. I'm going to plop a blob in, and then I'm going to take my tweezers or anything that's got a fine point, and I'm just going to work the gel polish into the mould. I do need to put a little bit more in here. Try not to overfill it. If you just work that in, you're going to make sure that you get all those air bubbles out as well. You might get air bubbles in it and you might end up with like a I think I do end up with one with an air bubble in, which if I see it, if I remember, I'll show you. If I don't, have a look for, I think it was a yellow one that ends up with an air bubble. I can't quite remember, but you'll probably see it anyway. So look, I was trying to be all nice and neat here, and this just went horribly wrong. So what I was trying to say is, if you keep it nice and neat, when you cure it, you're not going to be left with a messy bottom. I'll show you what I mean in a minute, because the purple one came out a little bit messy. So there we go. I'm going to use my tweezers to work the gel polish into the mould again. And then I'm going to try and tidy that up. I initially used a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol, but just running your tweezers over the top seemed to work well as well. You just don't want any, I was going to say glitter, you just don't want any gel polish like hanging over the side. So that's how I'm going to cure them. That purple one's a little bit messy, but look, right, I've cured them for 30 seconds. You might want to cure them for a little bit longer if the mould is quite big, just to make sure that the light gets all the way through. So can you see I've cured that, and I'm left with like little ratty bits, but I'm just going to leave that because I can't be bothered to mess around with it. Yes, I know my cuticles are dry. I do keep meaning to put cuticle oil on them, but I do forget. So that's the, right, so the colours that I've got, the 4 colours that I showed you, I am, apart from the roundy pink, all the other colours, I'm going to do 2 flowers, 1 of each size. So I've got those here, and I've put them on the nail. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange the flowers in a way across the nail so that I get a nice florally, crystally trail, okay? The colours, no, not the colours, the crystals that I'm using are all from Nail Sugar. These are the white opals. I've got the premium clear. They're all premium crystals. They're all really nice. They're not obviously Swarovskis, but they don't dull or anything over time. They are really, really nice crystals for the price. They're amazing. These are the AB ones, which are my absolute favourite. If you do want to make an order with Nail Sugar, if you use code NATMUG10, all in caps, you can save yourself 10%. This is Nailchemy's Crystal Totalis. It's gem glue. They actually, Nailchemy have got an Easter sale over this weekend. I think the code is Easter 2019, and you save 20% on Nailchemy as well. I love this gem glue. I'm just using that, what do they call that thing? That placement tool. It looks a bit like a gel stirrer. I'm going to use that to apply the Nailchemy gem glue to the nail. It's like, what is it? It's a nail. I'm just going to put it where I want the flowers at the minute. I do go a little bit, I don't want to go over the top, but I do want there to be enough gem glue that that everything's going to stick nicely. I am going to add some crystals as well, so I don't mind if, ideally I want there to be gem glue between the flowers. But when I put the flowers on, I want to interlock the petals kind of, so that they're nice. See what I mean? I'm going to put 1 petal in between those 2 petals. I want them to be tightly packed. I don't want there to be too much of a gap between. Do you see what I mean? There we go. So they're nice and close and cuddling and hugging and whatnot. So the crystals, excuse me, the crystals are going to go on the outside. And then I am going to use some silver micro beads to go to fill in the little gaps in between. I'm pointing it at my phone now while I'm doing the voiceover, trying to show you where I want the crystals. I'm like, no one can see me pointing. What are you doing, woman? So I'm using a selection of all those different crystals. And then these are the micro beads. I got these from somewhere like AliExpress or eBay. Very cheap. Cheap. There we go. I do put some microbeads on the outside as well. And if you have, like I went a little bit overboard with the gem glue, I do just wipe any, I think there's some excess at the top of the nail there. I do just wipe off any any that's a little bit too much with a lint-free wipe and some isopropyl alcohol. Then I will cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Before I move this nail, I kind of wanted to put them together so I could just work out where I wanted the trail to start. Obviously you don't want it to start down the bottom because it's supposed to be a trail going across the nail, so you want it to line up nicely. So I'm just going to place my first flower on so that I know I can then use that as a guide. Oh, I think that's the one, that green one. I think that green one's the one with the air bubble on at the end of that petal. I don't know, you might be able to see it in a minute. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue there to pop that other flower on, and then I'm going to leave that last yellow flower for the third nail. So again, I want those nice and tightly packed. Yeah, look, the air bubble is at the end of that green one. I think you'll be able to see at the end when we do the close-up. But again, I'm just going to add a selection of each crystal onto the nail, and then the micro beads go in between and a few on the outside. I really love these. I love the contrast between the nude base and then the really bright florally colours. The really blight. The really oh my god, the really bright flowers. I got it out in the end. What are you all up to for Easter? Do you do anything for Easter? I'm cooking my mum dinner. I don't know which day we're having dinner yet, but see, look, so now the trail goes down, and then I'm lining up that nail to make sure that I put the yellow flower in the right place, and I'm gonna pop some gem glue on. There we go, and I'm gonna put some crystals and some micro beads on this one as well. This one's all on its lonesome, so we have to add some crystals with it so it doesn't feel so lonely. There we go. And then just a few little micro beads. I wanted to put more at that bottom left hand corner so that it looks like it's trailing off. But you can do whatever. So there we go. So that, again, I'm going to cure that one for 60 seconds. And then I will show you them. So this is them all together, but I am going to do a close-up for you. See if we can find that air bubble. Yeah, it is that one, that green one. It's definitely that green one. So this is a finished set. I hope you like it. You can get 10% off at Modelones as well using code NatalieM10, all lowercase. Nail Sugar is NatMug10, all uppercase. So go, I'll leave all the discount codes and the links in the description box below anyway. And I hope you enjoyed this set. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. And I will see you beautiful lot on Sunday. I know I'm doing a collab with Nikki from Absolute Nails, which I'm really looking forward to. So see you Sunday.